everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss the future of humanity. Wait, what? You might be wondering what I'm talking about. I'm talking about colonizing the moon in the future. Yes guys, if we want to secure the future of our species, we need to build a base outside of Earth. And today I'm going to discuss with you the step-by-step process of building a moon base and starting a colony on the moon. Cue the intro. Before we start to discuss how we build the base, we need to first understand why it's essential to build a moon base. First of all, it is very important that humans build a colony outside of Earth so that we can avoid any tragedy that, wipes out our species like what happened to the dinosaurs. The next thing is that on the moon, we could, exploit unlimited resources which could lead our way to develop new technologies. That's not it, guys. Colonizing the moon can be the foundation and starting point that we can use to, try and colonize the solar system in the near future and even the galaxy. So scientists have, estimated how much it will cost to build a moon base. They say that it will take, 20 to 40 billion dollars approximately, and it will be in the span of 10 years. It's not that big of an investment when you're talking in a large scale. So, come on guys, let's build our base. Before we start our base, we need to understand that there are 3 phases in colonizing a specific place. Let's take Christopher Columbus and America for example. Phase 1, conquest. First, the European monarchs, funded some ships and exploration missions to America, the New World. They went there, planted their flags, and then they came back abruptly. This is exploration. They, go there and then see what's, the terrain and everything. Now we enter phase 2, outpost. Outpost is nothing but, the small settlements that they started, temporary settlements that they started in America for further exploration and, see what the place is like after the exploration. Then we enter phase 3, self-sustainability. That is when laborers and contractors entered America. They started agriculture, mining, some sort of like that. And then they exported the things that they got back to Europe, which makes the American colony self-sustainable, which made it grow into the United States of America, which is there now. Now all we need to do is follow all these phases on the moon. But before we start, we need to know that moon has a certain problems. First of all, one moon day is 29 Earth days, and that moon has no atmosphere, which means that it is prone to asteroids. The moon has extreme temperatures from 373 degrees Celsius to minus 179 degrees Celsius. It has no magnetic fields, meaning that solar winds and solar flares can affect the moon. And finally, that the terrain is so rough and dusty that it is very difficult to build settlements there. Keeping all these problems in mind and applying these 3 phases, let's go and build the moon base. Starting with phase 1, exploration. This phase 1 started 60 years ago with the Apollo missions from NASA when they landed humans on the moon. They sent rovers, and till now many countries have explored the moon and learned what it's like to be there. So more or less phase 1 is complete from our side. Next is phase 2, the more difficult one, that is outpost. Sending, rockets is very expensive. So in this phase, we need to send as minimal and self-energy sustainable as possible. So our idea is to send small inflatable bases that are so small they carry no more than 12 crewmates. And so it's so small since these things are expensive at this time. Now we need to structurally discuss phase 2, how the cities will look like. In the center, I think there should be a plant that converts the lunar ice into H2O. And then we can use this water for drinking, growing plants, cleaning, etc., whatever we use water for. And then we could use the remaining water to split the water into H2 and O2, which can be used for breathing and, most importantly, fuel. I think all the other settlements will be placed around these different plants. Another thing in these settlements are that it will be easy to launch rockets because the moon's gravity is less. That means we can carry higher cargo with less propulsion. But there are problems in phase 2. The first problem is that the lunar day lasts at least 15 days, and then after that there will be a long night for 14 to 15 days. Till then, we cannot self-sustain with energy, and that will be a major problem. The second phase, the second problem in the second phase is that if any one of the countries stop its funding, the entire project will be abandoned. So that's why we enter phase 3. During phase 3, as I said before, contractors and laborers will arrive on the moon. They will come here, mine the moon for precious metals. They'll attract asteroids into the orbit and mine them for more precious metals. And the moon has a specific element, helium-3, which could be used as nuclear fuel. And they will, package them and then export them back to Earth, which makes the moon self-sustainable. So after this breakthrough, I think the population will steadily grow with different occupations. And after this transition, many new settlements will occur, like schools and farms, and the moon colony will start to take shape. It's hard to say at this point who would own the moon and claim rights to it. Either some country here or the moon colony will start its own nation. I'm not sure, but I'm sure this idea would be perfect, as this would unlock new advancements in technology, unify nations, and it will secure the future of humanity. So I ask, why don't we start now? Bye guys, see you in the next video.